Hello everyone, I'm Bridget and this is Titan. Say hi, Titan. And today I want to talk about creating a water feature with water plants. But first, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any great videos this season. So we are in Southern California. It's nice and hot here. And I have a couple of small little water features for the bees and the birds, and it's hard to keep them full of water. It's been really hot here. So I decided, I was walking through and I saw this feature and I decided that I wanted to make a water feature, but I wanted to use water plants in it. So let's get Titan to move out of the way. Titan, come here. Come here, you gotta move so they can see it. So what I did is I got a half whiskey barrel and I got a liner. So the whiskey Titan, you gotta go. Okay, so now that Titan knows who's really in charge here. So first I got this whiskey barrel, this half whiskey barrel. You can get this at any of your big box stores or garden centers. They have these. And then I went and got a liner. So this is 26 inches in circumference and 16.5 inches in height. I found a liner that matches it at Lowe's. So just a plastic liner, no holes in it, of course. And I just am gonna put it in here and I'm gonna fill it with water. So I'm gonna fill it really quick and then we'll talk about the plants that I'm gonna put in here. Okay, so we filled this up, and it's a 20-gallon liner, so it's about 20 gallons of water, and I have it just below the top. Titan now thinks that this is his water dish, which if you've ever seen a Great Dane watering dish, it's not that far off. So the first plant we're going to put in here is this Common Cattail. And I really like it, and I might even get one more to put in there. They only had one where I was at, so the only thing I'm worried about is that it does get windy here, so I'll probably put a few rocks in here to hold it down so it doesn't blow over. But that is a little bit of a concern. I was going to put wheels on this, and I may still go get some, and I'll just use Evan's shop vac to pull some of the water out and then lift it up and put it on the wheels. But I just want to make sure that wherever I put it is a really good spot for it. And I can see it blowing just a bit. Now the second plant I got is this guy here. Super cool. It's a water hyacinth. It's absolutely beautiful. It blooms big purple flowers. It also happens to be very invasive. So if you're doing a water feature like this, I think it's great, but if you're doing this in a pond or a place where this can really spread, then you should be careful, all right? And when you're taking care of it, as it starts to get bigger, you can just snip it, say right here. You don't want to get it in the root system, but just below it to kind of keep it in place. And then it can get kind of scuzzy in here. So what you can do is just kind of cut off these edges, these little ends here, to keep it under control a little bit. And you do need to make sure that in your area, especially if it's not in a controlled environment, that it is okay for you to use some of these water plants. Like this little water lettuce, it's so little, it's so cute, right? I mean, look at it. But It's actually illegal in Florida. So because, again, it's an invasive species, it looks innocuous, but I guess in Florida you need a permit to have these. So again, be very careful, especially if it's not in a controlled environment. And then the next one I have is this beautiful water lily. And it's a white water lily. You'll see it bloom here soon. Titan, come here. So it's a white water lily, and it has one bloom on it right now. It's closing up. Once it gets into the sun, it'll open back up. And again, I just have it in a pot. You're just going to put the pot in here. And the last thing I'm going to put in there is I'm going to put one of these in there. And this is just a little water fountain that is solar powered. And I'm putting that in there just so it moves the water a little bit. And I'll probably sometimes have it a little bit higher than others, but I want to move this water so I don't have a problem with mosquitoes. So, and this little guy here can really sprout up. I don't want it to be on so much that the birds don't want to come by. And I may also put some rocks in here, pile some up on the side so I make sure that it's not just the lily pads that they have that the bees have to land on, but they'll have some rocks too. So I'll give you a closer look at this. I'm very excited about it. I wanted some water here, but I also wanted it to be useful. And the water hyacinth is actually one of the plants that cleans water. The roots of the hyacinth clean impurities out of the water. Not that I'm going to have that problem here, but if I had a pond or something, I think that that would be a really great plant to have. I'll put a link down to other plants that clean water. Kellogg has a great blog post about that, because the wind is starting to kick up and you can see I need to put rocks on this. And then I'll let you know how this goes and how our birds and our bees really like it. But that's about it. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun little feature. And I'll see if all my invasive plants, if I can keep them under control, or if I maybe need to get another water feature to spread these guys out a little bit. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And like I said, I'll put some links to all the things that I have in here and some other resources for you. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you guys soon. Happy gardening.